Welcome to Channel 7's Weekend Showcase. This week's advertisement paid for by Calvary Hospital.
Calvary takes care of patients and, importantly, their families at the end of their life, usually due to a serious end-stage disease. And we do so in the 200-bed acute hospital in the Bronx, a 25-bed acute unit in the Langone NYU facility in Brooklyn, and a very large home hospice program in New York, all 5 boroughs, Nassau, Suffolk, and other adjacent counties. So we have the flexibility, even if we start at home hospice, we have the availability of the institution for the patient so they don't have to go to an emergency room. And likewise, if someone's in an acute bed and stabilizes, they can go home and be treated in their homes.
But we also felt that we needed inpatient hospice for patients who have requirements that are a little less than the inpatient acute care. And 2 areas which we have been successful in providing at first is Mary Manning Walsh, which has 18 beds, and we have also provided suites in Ozanam in Queens. The major issue in palliative care is emotional suffering, the departure, the final farewells. Any good doctor at Calvary, after years of training, can take care of the physical aspects. It's what you have in your heart is they enables you to take care of the emotional aspect. You have to bring that to the bedside, and that is the wonderful part of Calvary. And we have to take care of the families, and we have to take care of bereavement because grief is unbearable.
I look back at my life and I said, I'm very grateful for all the things I've gotten in life. I was a fireman for 24 years, and we took a lot of smoke, and plus I smoked cigarettes for 50 years. I had so many different stays in the hospital. They were saying to me, well, look, there's not much more we can do for you. So I don't know whether they suggested or I got a suggestion from God or what, but I said, how about Calvary Hospital?
Well, once you hear the word Calvary, it's a little frightening. It's because you know that this is not a place where he's going to get better or he's back to his old self. But no matter what time of day or night I come, everybody's friendly and everybody they go above and beyond.
I have a doctor here. She's been my doctor since I got here, Dr. Davila, who is it was like a marriage made in heaven. She's got such a great bedside manner, as do all the nurses and everybody here.
We spend a lot of time together, and it's been great because it's not only necessarily about the symptoms, is he declining, but more about who he is. How can I help him today? If we can make each and every moment better, that's what matters.
I don't expect to go home. I really expect to, end my life here, hopefully, because I couldn't think of a nicer place to spend my last days,
Only God knows when, but as long as he continues to receive the care and the support that he needs, I'm glad we're at Calvary.
Many times people come with a perspective that death is scary. I think it can be beautiful. And I really try to transform the views and perspectives of my patients and their families of this. I've heard it said that Calvary is a vestibule of heaven. I believe it is so.
We have a seamless system at Calvary for admission. So if you feel Calvary is an option, we can have you come up. We can look at the physical plan. You can talk to some of our hospice people. And depending really on the circumstances, your physical symptoms, your structure in your home, we have a home hospice program, or you can be an inpatient in our inpatient facilities. And if you combine the inpatient work and the home hospice work, we could be taking care of almost 30% of the advanced cancer patients in New York at the end of their life. In order to do this type of care the way we do it, Calvary needs a very robust flow of funds coming in from donors and contributors and friends.
We are always very pleased to be able to share with potential donors and supporters the kinds of work that we do. And to that end, anyone who is interested in supporting Calvary, I would encourage them to come visit the hospital, speak to those of us who work in the patients' homes. It's a very rewarding and fulfilling kind of work, and any of our supporters can feel very much a part of that.
Stand with us, sit with us, become part of who we are. Without you, I can assure you Calvary would not exist.
Every life is a story, and every story has an end, and we want to make the best ending for every story, and that's why we're here to help you.
Thanks for watching Channel 7's Weekend Showcase. This week's advertisement paid for by Calvary Hospital.